Hi there, guys. It's Sanai here, and today's video, this quick download, is really kind of getting back to the basics of one of my core messages. And I feel very passionate about this message because it's something that has been born out of experience, and I know the power of this message. And so it's really been inspired by an initial consult that I've just come off. With a coach who has been in business for about a year now, and in spite of all the investment she's made in various strategy and different programs, things still aren't happening for her as she would have hoped by now. She's not got the traction she wanted. She's not earning anywhere near the kind of money that she should be earning or wants to be earning, or at least to sustain her profitable business. So she's struggling. And, very quickly into the conversation, I could see exactly what the problem was. And this is the thing, time and time again. So the core message that kind of this conversation has reminded me of, and I want to kind of talk to you about today, is that you can invest in the best strategy in the world. You can have all the top strategy to grow your business, but it won't be effective unless you are completely in alignment and passionate and on purpose in your coaching business. And I'm talking about that alignment with what it is you do, your niche, loving and being completely on purpose with the message that you've got, with the mission that you're taking your business out there with, having that clarity in who you serve and why you serve them, and what is it about you that makes you the most credible and ideal solution. Having all of that really fundamentally clear is foundational, it's vital in order for you to be able to implement any strategy. And I'm talking from experience, because when I first started thinking about my coaching business, even, really, really in the early days, the actual coaching business that I had created in here, really more than on paper, that before I resigned, well, actually the trigger for when I resigned at my 9 to 5, I was going to be a fitness coach. That was the niche that I had chosen for myself. I knew that I wanted to make women feel amazing. I knew I wanted to have women step into the highest version of themselves, to feel empowered and strong and capable and bold. And I chose a delivery method of fitness. It was a mistake. And I very quickly discovered that within, actually more scarily, because within probably a month of actually quitting my 9 to 5, I suddenly realized with an absolute kind of gut-wrenching fear that I'd made a mistake. I'd started my personal training qualifications. I was studying nutrition for fitness, and I had no job. I'd already quit my job. I had a period of months worth of savings in the bank, but I'd already quit my job. And suddenly I'm left in this panic state that, oh my God, this is wrong. I don't want to be a fitness coach. That just doesn't feel right anymore. What do I talk about every day? I just didn't feel right. So then what followed was months of kind of flip-flopping from niche to niche out of just sheer panic. So one of them was divorce coaching. I actually tried that on as one of my niche hats. I thought, well, I've navigated divorce, I've come out the other end, I'm kind of living an amazing, confident life now, and I can help women navigate that. But the truth of the matter was, I just didn't feel passionate about it. And I also thought, well, have I really processed it? It was hugely traumatic. I'm still in recovery. I can't help people. I just don't feel in integrity to help people navigate a divorce. And, I just didn't feel passionate about it, even though it was a part of my story. I then looked at executive women coaching. I started that niche. And, I thought, well, I've been, in senior management in the corporate world. I've navigated kind of quite senior roles. I spent thousands on a LinkedIn program to grow my business on LinkedIn, knowing that these women would be there. Oh God, within months, again, I realized that I'm not feeling this. This is scary. It's getting scary and scary. I'm just not feeling this. Again, I'm chopping and changing. This doesn't feel right. I don't know what to talk about every day. Can I really help these women? And I just don't feel passionate about it. So again, switched when I got closer with confidence coaching. So I launched myself as a confidence coach, and that started gaining some traction. I created live events and workshops, and I started to really feel into that and enjoy it. But again, just there was something missing. It just didn't feel right. So I struggled to show up every day, and I was still in a state every day of kind of fear and panic, and really having to concentrate every day on what it is I wanted to say. And it wasn't until I kind of went through this journey, this painful, expensive, long journey, before I really got into what it is that I ultimately do, and that's the business breakthrough coaching and sales mentoring. Um, and that really, I stepped into my zone of genius. I realized that, I help people join the dots of their story to gain clarity, to be able to feel confident and go out there and sell their coaching. And as soon as I hit on that, everything changed. Everything. I felt completely right. I fit. It was in alignment. I felt passionate about the people I was serving. You couldn't shut me up. I was showing up 2, 3, 4 times a day. I had so much energy. I was in flow. I didn't even need any strategy at that point, because by just showing up with this level of passion and energy, I was being influential because my energy was kind of emanating out. People could see I was lighting up, I was having a good time. I did a lot of free coaching around that time, so I was able to get very clear on, it was kind of like target market research. But through the free coaching, I started to realize exactly how it is I can help people, what the delivery method is, what the outcomes really are. And I started to kind of get clear on what it is my people want, what they're really struggling with. So, it was really for me about getting completely aligned. And once I'd done that, then I could start spending the money with the coaches who were offering strategy in terms of marketing and growth offerings for my business. So that all started to kind of expand and take place at that point. But unless you have complete passion for what you're doing, you're purposeful in your niche, you have clarity in your ideal client, you feel incredible in your mission, and your message is all completely aligned, until you have all that in place, the strategy just won't work. And one of the things, as I said to this girl on the phone today, and what I'd say to you is, a lot of people have come to me and worried that all that strategy was a waste of money, and they feel quite angry and reluctant to spend any more. And, it's just like, what a waste of money that was. And actually, no, because you have all that information, you have it all stored. If you've invested in programs where you get lifetime access, or you've got course books, or all that material, it's all there for you to utilize once you have that alignment piece in place. So it's never wasted, never wasted. So it's, I certainly went back to a lot of the investments that I'd made once I found that alignment, and I was able to go back and start implementing the strategy in a much more freer, joyful, aligned, purposeful way. And it worked for me. The moment I had that clarity and alignment, everything else fell into place. So that is my message to you. If you are struggling in spite of the strategy, then just check in with yourself. Do you feel aligned with what you're doing? Do you feel amazing? Does it light you up when you talk about this subject? Or are you just doing what you think you should be doing, or what somebody else has told you you'd be quite good at? Or just what you've, the skills you've learned from a previous role, rather than your real zone of genius. So just, I ask those questions from a place of compassion. If you are struggling, just think about that. Are you on purpose? Are you in alignment? And are you crystal clear in your mission, your message? And does it light you up? So that's my message to you today. Have a great day. If you want, if you've got any comments or questions, pop them below. And I'd love to hear from you and come straight back to you. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye for now.